Okay, so I went looking for the craziest stories I could to animate, and the internet did not disappoint. There were some goodies, and among the best was the Great Beaver Drop of 1948. So the government relocated 76 beavers by literally dropping them out of an airplane with parachutes. I swear to God, this is a thing that happened. And it actually kind of worked out okay, except for one poor beaver, but more on that later. So it's 1948 and the war's just ended and everyone's all like, yay, we didn't die. And they're also a bit kind of...
Ooh, look at us. So 1948 cute.
Yep.
They're just trying to kind of work out how to exist in the world. And it's had some white people being like,
You bored?
Yeah.
So then they were like, oh my God, I had the best idea. Let's build vacation homes and go be one with the wilderness. So they did. They started building vacation homes and developing in places that weren't previously. And in this town of McCall, Idaho, there was already a population of beavers. But they like to do beaver stuff, and beaver stuff doesn't mix that well with polite human company. So they're building dams and flooding woodlands and being generally kind of destructive to the new developments. And the residents were like,
We gotta do something about them beavers.
but the government knew that they couldn't just get rid of the beavers. The beavers actually serve a really important purpose there. They prevent flooding, they prevent wildfires, they contribute to ecological environment in lots of ways. So they had to start thinking about how they were going to relocate them to more suitable upstream areas. They tried kind of everything. They did the horse and mule, but the mules didn't like them, so that didn't work out. They literally tried to drag them up a hill in crates manually. And then when that didn't work, they tried to just use the old-fashioned truck them in, but there weren't roads going really to the places that they needed to be. And on top of that, the beavers didn't handle the heat very well, so it had a high mortality rate. This was just not going to be an easy fix, it turned out. So the government had to start thinking, and there was this guy named Elmo, and he worked for the government, and he was like, I wonder, I bet you there's got to be a different way of doing this. And he was thinking, there's all these post-war supplies that are just going to decay and rot. And he was like, maybe we could use all this to do something with these beavers. And then he had a brilliant idea. I know, I'll send the least aerodynamic animal out of a plane in a parachute.
Y'all, I got an idea. Hear me out.
So he pitched the idea to the council and he explained that he had designed this system that would allow the beavers to land safely, and then once it landed, the spring-loaded mechanism would bust open and the beavers could just mosey on out and go about their life. He was pretty confident it would work, but they would need to test it first. So they tested it on this poor beaver that they named Geronimo. And I don't think Geronimo really looked like this, to be fair. Yeah, that's better. So Geronimo was the poor victim of this. He's an older beaver who they decide to yeet out the plane first. And Geronimo gets yeeted out and he miraculously survives his ordeal. And I'm sure he was like, well, that's cool. I'm not dead. That's pretty awesome. But then they came and got him and they made him do it again and again and again until they were really sure the beavers were going to be safe. So poor Geronimo had to do it so many times. And it was said that he got so used to it in the very end, he just resigned himself to it. He would land and then just crawl back into the box for the next round. The whole thing must have felt like such a never-ending nightmare for poor Geronimo. But eventually the government decided, yeah, okay, this is actually possibly going to work. So they told the townspeople what they're going to do.
Y'all sure this gonna work?
It's fine. We tested it. Trust me, y'all.
We're going to load 76 beavers into boxes and send them on their way. And that's what they did. They all landed safely too, except for one who chewed his way out of his box and unfortunately didn't make the fall. As for Geronimo, he had to go through it again as well. He got first class VIP treatment, and they sent him into his own little paradise with 3 lady beavers. And everyone lived happily ever after.